Today I'm going to talk about my process, the artistic process. Now, different artists work in different ways, and I will be talking to some other artists, but I'll put a call out for that later on. So today's video will be going through how I go from having an idea to producing a piece of art. So it all starts for me with an idea, a value of something I want to express, a topic, an image, an interest, something that I think would make a good piece of art, or something that would express something I want to express. I started off as a DJ. I think everyone says they were a DJ. I played in nightclubs and had a club called Car Wash UFO, and I played at other clubs in Manchester, and I played a collage of music, things that I thought would go together, things that would keep the dance floor hopping. And I suppose you learn quite quickly as a DJ what keeps people dancing, so you get an immediate feedback. And I still make collages of ideas and values and things like that, and you can review or have a look at my work and think, yeah, what's that a mix of? What ideas are those within what you're doing? Sorry, I haven't said what the background is. I've been teaching street art, and so these are very garish skulls. So the idea of skulls and death is quite dark, and instead of that I'm painted them, or we painted them, in candy colours, and we've been working on those ideas of changing things slightly. So the process that I make my art I call do and review. So I do things and then I review them. I think, does that work? Does that express the idea or value? So I start with an idea, very much like I'd start a DJ set with a track or 2 or 3 tracks, and then I think, what goes along with this? How does this make sense? How can I make it make more sense? And criticize my work or what I'm doing, or try and improve it. So it's a constant thing of looking at it, being critical and thinking, how can I improve it? How can this image fit with this idea? How can I develop this thing? And many times there are 2 or 3 images or ideas or values put together, and hopefully somewhere in the process something works, something sparks, something is. So that's the criteria, really. My process is that I do and review. I make things, I draw things, I print things, and I think, how can I make that better? So there's always a process of review. And at the art school I went to, which was a bit poncy, I know, Goldsmiths down in London, we had crits where everyone on the course would come and rip you apart, and it was such a privilege for people to look at my artwork and talk to me about it, and the same favour was given back to others. So I like criticism. I criticise my own work as part of my process. I like people talking to me about what they think works, what they think doesn't, asking me why I do things, being involved, and so that's part of my process as well, talking to people and seeing how we develop, how we get things together as a group of artists, as people alive today. This is the back of my studio where I teach the street art. So in an effort to be more critical, I think I ask too many questions and don't give enough answers in my videos. I also think that the artwork that went on with the videos, the thumbnails, was a bit poor, and so I'm trying to get that better. I need people to subscribe and to share, because I want more people to be involved in the process of making a podcast each week. And so I ask too many questions and don't say things. I suppose that my biggest statement about art would be, art has left the building, that art has left the art gallery, that it's now here with us on the street or out and about or on social media or on YouTube. So I look at things on YouTube all the time. I review things that I see. I've got an Instagram account with loads of other artists that I look at their work and I send them messages, and we get on and we have conversations about things we'd want to do, mostly, you know, can we do a show on the moon? sort of blue sky ideas. The problem with doing a show on the moon is it's got no atmosphere. So we try and do things with atmosphere and we try and have fun. I've been writing artist jokes this week, or people have been coming into the studio with artist jokes. I think the best one was, what item of clothes do artists like the best? And the answer being pencil skirts. Which I thoroughly agree with. I think I look great in a pencil skirt, and luckily it's from the waist up, this whole video. So I'm going to be doing some more next week. The call going out is someone else can talk about their process with me. Maybe we'll do a live, not live, you know, an interactive video with some other artists who are either friends of mine or someone I'm just meeting. And we'll keep on talking about what is the process. So how does it start? I'm saying with an idea or a value, and then how do I develop it? I usually develop it by adding things to it. A friend of mine I was at art school with, but not Goldsmiths, when I studied in Manchester in the mid-80s, she used to say that she used to destroy her work really by adding or keeping on working on it until it was overworked, and then redo it in a fresh manner, and from the ideas and the things she'd learnt by destroying it. And I suppose her name was Jackie Hancock, still is Jackie Hancock, and she learnt by completely overworking and then made very fresh pieces of artwork, and that was her process. And other people will have other ways of getting to what they're trying to achieve. I think I take from knowing Jackie and working with her the idea of keeping it fresh, and the idea of not being precious and thinking I'm going to destroy it, but taking it maybe too far and then bringing it back or remaking it or painting things over. I do that quite a lot, and or throwing away the prints and printing again in a different color, or thinking about, does that work, how could it work better? So I could speak about this forever. And we haven't got forever because we've got to make some art. So like and subscribe, because I really need that. And a little face, a little Trafford face comes up. You click on it and you subscribe. Like and subscribe, please. Tell people about the art revolution that is now here. On YouTube and Instagram. Art has left the building, it's out of the gallery, it's in our hands now. Culture's in our hands, and let's make it happen. So I speak really fast, don't I? Because I'm always having all these thoughts, and what works is when I sound a lot more scholarly, which I don't think is ever going to happen. So have fun, and I'll speak to you again next week. And is there anything I want you to take from this? Find a process, keep on making art, and let's just have more art. See you later. Bye.